Right now, Republican state senators vote to override 9 of the governor's vetoes, what it means, and reaction from both parties. Also, SSM Health hosting a food drive in Janesville, what they're looking for and how you can help donate. And later, Call for Action Week continues, how we were able to help out an Oregon woman and her family with an appliance repair business. Welcome to News 3 Now at 6. We begin with an update to a Sun Prairie bank robbery that happened last month. Sun Prairie police are identifying the man they believe is behind the incident. It was April 29th. They say Isaiah Freeman was arrested on a probation hold as a person of interest in the robbery, and today he was charged in Dane County Court with robbery of a financial institution. It was back in April when Freeman allegedly entered the Old National Bank located on West Main Street in Sun Prairie and demanded money. He then fled the scene after getting an undisclosed amount. No one was hurt during that incident. A man accused of shooting another man on State Street in 2022 will spend the next 8 years in prison. 41-year-old Lamar Jefferson was sentenced to 8 years in prison after reaching a plea deal with prosecutors. He pleaded guilty to first-degree recklessly endangering safety in exchange for 2 other counts being dismissed. The charges stem from a November 29th, 2022 shooting that injured a man and prompted a temporary shelter-in-place order at the Kohl Center during a Badger men's basketball game. Jefferson was arrested in July of 2023 in Milwaukee County. According to court records, he was arrested a week before the shooting after he allegedly told police he wanted to kill someone following a fight. Jefferson will also be on 5 years extended supervision after his 8 years in prison.
Senator, you are out of order. You're required to sit. You shall care. You're out of order.
Well, that was earlier today when the Wisconsin Republican Senate voted to override 9 of Governor Evers' vetoes in what is largely seen as a symbolic move. Some of the highlighted issues include bills battling PFAS and a bill requiring a new post-election audit. The governor's vetoes are likely to hold up despite the Senate's votes. In order to be successful in overriding the vetoes, the Senate and Assembly would need a 2/3 majority vote. However, Republicans don't have that 2/3 majority in the Assembly.
Co-chair Mark Bourne and I sent a letter to the governor saying, Governor, here is your chance to solve the issues we have in the state of Wisconsin with PFAS. Do not veto this bill.
Well, currently there are no plans for the Assembly to even hold a vote. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are reacting to the overrides. The local Democratic State Senator Diane Hesselbein of the 27th District releasing a statement that says in part, quote, today we witnessed the last gasps of a desperate Republican caucus, more interested in ducking responsibility for a do-nothing session than doing any good on their last day. Senate Republicans fled the scene and left critical work undone. Meanwhile, Republican State Senator Dewey Strobel of the 20th District saw the overrides a different way, saying, quote, while it is frustrating to see Senate Democrats once again prioritize political stunts over the health of Wisconsinites, I intend to continue working to solve the real problems facing this state. Meanwhile, Governor Evers is countersuing the legislature. He wants the state's budget writing committee to release $50 million to the Department of Public Instruction. Those funds come from a bill meant to help schools implement phonics-based methods when teaching kids to read. When he signed the bill, Governor Evers used his partial veto powers to allocate all of the funding to DPI, but Republicans on the committee disagree with the department's plan for using that money, and they sued the governor and have been withholding funds since. The DPI's deputy superintendent released a statement on the governor's countersuit. It reads in part, quote, it is long past time for JFC to release the funding already authorized by the legislature and the governor so we can focus on what matters most, helping kids learn to read. Well, the Justice Department says it will seek tougher sentences for election crimes fueled by artificial intelligence. DOJ officials say using AI to threaten election workers makes the crimes more dangerous and more impactful. The new policy applies to the use of AI in any election-related crime, not just violent threats against election workers, but also things like voter suppression. Cool and cloudy out there today, but the sun's set to return. Let's check your first warn forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. Alex?
It's actually that sun, Eric, it's starting to peak right now here at the station. We've been tracking the filling in, or I should say the filtering out, rather, of the clouds, and in comes the sun. So that's nice to end your Tuesday on a nice note here with the sun finally coming out. Look at where our temperatures are going to go. We are going to soar all the way up to 80 degrees by the time we get to the weekend. So if you've got plans for the upcoming weekend outdoors, it's going to be almost picture perfect for it, especially on Saturday. Although that next 80-degree temperature on Sunday, that one's going to be a little bit different. I'll explain a little bit more about that coming up in Maine weather. There's There's the sun now in Platteville. It's finally made its way through the clouds. It's been slow to make its way across southern Wisconsin this afternoon. Here at Madison, again, we're sitting right on the edge of the clouds and the sun. Where we have had sun north and west, up towards the Dells, up towards Camp Douglas, those temperatures have been warmer today, where those clouds have been tough to get out of the area. Our temperatures have been cooler, and that's the way it works in the springtime, especially in the early to mid-spring. When the ground hasn't absorbed enough of that heat from the sun, you need that sun to warm up the temperatures near the ground. Look at to the south and east. They're still in the 40s to near 50 degrees just east of Janesville. We're in the low 60s here in Madison, but where they had the sun today, upper 60s, lower 70s up towards Juneau and Adams County is a lot of 63s, a couple 64s, a nice evening for a stroll, walk with the dog, maybe take out, go grill. It's a nice night for that as well. No rain to interrupt any outdoor plans, and Future Track not showing anything here of significance for tonight. But coming up in Maine weather, as our temperatures warm up, we'll add more humidity. That's more fuel for showers and thunderstorms. When you can expect the first bout of those storms, I will talk about that in a few minutes.
Alex, thank you. Down in Rock County, one community partnership is asking for donations to keep local food pantries stocked. The efforts are thanks to SSM Health and the Salvation Army. Our Maddie Heimsch is here with more. Maddie?
Eric, this week is National Hospital Week, and SSM Health representatives say the best way to give back to your local healthcare team is to help keep their patients healthy. You can do just that by donating to the collection bins at Janesville's SSM Health location. On the list of accepted items are canned proteins, ready-to-eat soups, canned fruits and vegetables, and perishables like rice and beans. I asked SSM Health Regional Director Megan Tim why this drive is so important in Rock County.
When we have 10% of our community members in Rock County living in poverty, our local food pantries are really a lifeline for some of our community members and are really essential to their well-being.
The initiative presented itself when the Salvation Army reached out to the community on social media asking for help to keep their shelves stocked. And while National Hospital Week will end this weekend, SSM Health is accepting donations through the end of the month. You can get more detailed guidelines on where and what to donate right now on channel3000.com.
Maddie, thank you. The city of Monona is banning new vape shops for the next 6 months. This after the city council voted on that pause last week. Currently, there are 3 stores open in the area. A 4th one was proposed but denied because it was too close to several schools. And while the ban is in place, the city will ask for public opinion and study vape stores to see if a zoning code change is needed for them. Today, Hmong Lao veterans are being recognized for their service alongside U.S. troops in Vietnam. When the U.S. withdrew from the war, the Hmong faced retaliation for their service to the United States. May 14th, 1972 was the last day of evacuations for the remaining Hmong Lao soldiers and their families. Flags are flown at half-staff in Wisconsin today to honor them. A local business is starting to build its new nationwide headquarters in Stoughton, and it's taking a different approach than most. Stoughton Trailers creating a new headquarters that focuses on both productivity and also employee wellness. The building will include offices as well as gyms, exercise areas, and collaborative workspaces. And that's not all. The company also is making sure the state-of-the-art facility is also putting nature first.
We're going to take about 10 acres of it for the headquarters, and attached to that will be a 28-acre large community park that we're working with the city to develop, as well as about 36 acres of ponds and prairie and wetlands nature space.
The headquarters will open in the fall of 2025 on the far northwest side of Stoughton. Heads up for those of you who use the Merrimack Ferry. It'll be closed tomorrow and Thursday. The south landing leading to the ferry, that area will be resurfaced. It's part of the Wisconsin 113 project there in Columbia County. Motorists are advised to use alternate routes. The Madison West DMV is moving to a new location next month. June 13th, the DMV on Excelsior Drive will close for business and move to South Park Street. It'll also be renamed the Madison Southwest DMV. The new location is to help serve Madison's growing population. Also, it will allow for better access to public transportation. The Madison Southwest DMV is scheduled to open on June 17th. Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, a recall you may want to hear about before mowing the lawn. Plus, the Wisconsin Union celebrating UW-Madison's 175th anniversary with some limited edition merchandise. How you can get your hands on some before they're gone.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6, brought to you by Ruger Law Offices. Every single day, we help families that have been tragically impacted in truck crashes. And you'll never pay us a fee until we win your case. Truck crash? Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Sit pretty with spring savings at the Century House. Get $200 off all stressless recliners and ottomans, classic power-based recliners, home office chairs, and each seat of a stressless sofa, love seat, or sectional. Plus, get 10% off the new stressless Sky mattress and $50 off each stressless Laurel or Mint dining chair. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Ride a chip.
Don't worry, my cousin's got a guy.
Right now, get 2-for-1 windows and no interest for 1 year.
Hurry, call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Broadway has arrived. See the best of Broadway. Subscribe at overture.org.
My son, Nick, took illicit fentanyl, which cost him his life. And knowing that my son is never coming back is the worst thing that I will have to live with for the rest of my life.
Tammy Baldwin's been with us every step of the way. She just got a major bill passed to really crack down on fentanyl. She doesn't just talk the talk, but she actually walks the walk.
I cannot tell you how much we appreciate Tammy Baldwin fighting this fight.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message.
Been scammed? Landlord not responding? Have billing disputes? Take action. Thursday from 4 to 6:30 p.m. Call 608-270-2833 and News 3 Now's Call for Action investigators will help you get results. You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. American Honda Motor Company recalling about 200 lawnmower and pressure washer replacement engines. According to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, the starter rope can suddenly retract when pulled, posing an injury risk. Last year, Honda recalled thousands of engines for that same issue, and since that recall, Honda received an additional 3,000 incident reports. Anyone with a recalled engine should go to an authorized Honda power equipment dealer for a free inspection and repair. Well, the Memorial Union is giving people a chance to take home their very own Sunburst Terrace chair, but there is a small catch. In collaboration with UW-Madison, the union is releasing a special Badger Red 175-year anniversary edition of its miniature chairs. That chair meant to symbolize the university's commitment to the Wisconsin idea.
We have 1,700 mini 175th Terrace chairs left. They are flying off the shelves, so if this is something you want and you want your full collection of mini Terrace chairs, make sure you stop by the Badger Markets at Memorial Union or Union South.
And all proceeds from the mini chairs will go toward the Chancellor's Annual Fund, which supports university students. Still ahead, our Call for Action team taking action on your behalf. After the break, how the search to get answers for an Oregon family over a broken refrigerator led to a surprising twist. And temperatures will be warming back up soon. Alex's complete forecast when News 3 Now at 6 returns.
Save big
during our Made in the USA sale,
featuring hardwood Amish products
and lifetime cushion warranty sofas,
manufactured locally in the USA.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
Owning my own home is nice. You can just come home knowing that it's yours. It's a sense of pride, sense of ownership, and enjoying it with everyone that I love and care for.
Make a lasting impact on local families in need. Please donate today.
It's Empire Today's biggest sale, the 50-50-50 sale. 50% off carpet and flooring, 50% off padding and materials, and 50% off installation.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today, get an 11% rebate on everything in Menards. Shop Menards' large selection of appliances. We have the lowest prices and the widest variety. Ready to take home today. This Whirlpool 5-cycle dishwasher has an adjustable second rack for extra room. On sale for $738. Or get this Whirlpool French door refrigerator with a 30-inch width, allowing it to fit in more places. On sale for $1898. Plus, get an 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Save big
during our Made in the USA sale,
featuring hardwood Amish products
and lifetime cushion warranty sofas,
manufactured locally in the USA.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture, etc.
Our call for action week continues with a broken refrigerator and a botched repair job. The volunteers working for you here at this station have tried to help an Oregon woman and her family with an appliance repair in Madison. Our Catherine Merck shows us how the search to get answers led her to a surprising twist.
I am a program coordinator for a nonprofit in the Madison area.
This is Lori Thompson.
I help people get into the trades. Been doing that for going on 10 years.
She knows a thing or two about good business practices. So when she experienced unreliable service for a repair,
I was angry. I was upset, disgusted.
That would be the beginning of a string of issues that would eventually lead her to a shocking discovery. It started when she was in need of a quick fix to her refrigerator, and she called Jay Allen with Appliance Service Pros. She sent me these photos of his messy repair job and told me about her unprofessional experiences with him.
He was sitting at our dining room table, just kind of thumbing through his phone. The actual bill was almost $1,200.
Within a few days, the fix Jay Allen made was in need of another look after it stopped working once again. When they tried to contact him,
he just never showed up, never called, and has never responded to any of our requests.
She knew something wasn't right and took to the internet to find out more about the business.
And that's when I saw a whole list of complaints against this company.
Since August 2021, the BBB has received 4 complaints in regards to this business, all relating to service and communication issues.
The Better Business Bureau says on its online platforms, many people have shared their complaints about Jay Allen and Appliance Service Pros. The BBB sent him numerous business questionnaires without answers, just like Lori.
We did not receive any responses from the business owner, which resulted in their F rating with us.
I've tried multiple times over the course of the past month to reach out to Jay Allen by phone call and email without any responses. I've even shown up to his business that's listed on his website, which is seemingly behind me, but there are no signs or other identifiers besides his name and business on a mailbox here. But that's not where the sketchy situation stops.
And then I found out he was also a representative in Fitchburg.
Not only is Jay Allen currently serving on the Common Council in Fitchburg, he was once the mayor. In a 2014 story with News 3 Now, the former mayor hired first-class mailers in Madison for a flyer that was sent out during his mayoral campaign.
He just isn't responding.
His check to cover the cost bounced, and the owner told us he had the same issues of unresponsiveness that Lori is experiencing a decade later.
Because here's someone that you would hope is in a position where they're looking out for the best interest of people in their community.
As for Lori, she got her money back after filing a complaint with her credit card. But for those who are represented by Jay Allen in office, she wants them to know a thing or two about his background.
I find that appalling.
And that was Catherine Merck reporting. Jay Allen still has not responded to our request for comment. All of these stories are leading up to News 3 Now's Call for Action Telethon this Thursday. Our volunteers will be standing by to take your calls and get your stories out there. Make sure to tune in Thursday to watch it all happen live from 4 to 6:30. Cooler temperatures today, but things will soon start to warm up. Alex now with a complete forecast.
Eric, yes, let's get ready for 80-degree weather by the time we get to the weekend. Beautiful Wednesday and some showers and storms before that 80-degree weather. And we'll take a look look at the temperature trend right now. Might as well get to it. 72 for Wednesday and Thursday, up to 76 by Friday. There's Saturday and Sunday, both at 80 degrees. We could be a little north, meaning a little bit above 80 degrees. We have some shower and storm chances, too, that we'll have to keep an eye on as we go on into that Sunday time frame. And even as we cool off next week, temperatures very close to normal. Right now outside, our current conditions, we got a 63. We were going for 65. We got close. We were struggling in the 50s much of the day because of the clouds out there, but we got a little bit of filtered sunshine at the end of the day, and that allowed those temperatures to get up to 63, 64 across all of Dane County. Where the clouds really did clear out, that was north and west of the Dells. They made it into the 70s, but now that we're losing some of the heat of the day, temperatures are starting to cool down just a little bit. This is that visible cloud track. Just look at this bank of white stretching from Boscobel up to the Dells over to Fond du Lac. We'll let that play one more time. South and east in that white bank, that's where the clouds stuck around today. Temperatures stayed in the upper 50s to the lower 60s, and then north of that cloud bank, temperatures made it into the upper 60s to the low to mid 70s. No rain with any of these with any of these clouds that we have out there, just kind of that garden variety low stratus deck. And as we plan the rest of your night tonight, conditions will continue to clear out. When you join us for our 10 o'clock newscast, temperatures will probably be in the middle to upper 50s out there, depending on how quick the rest of the clouds can scour out. We'll do 44 to start off Wednesday morning. As we carry on into the afternoon Wednesday, temperatures lower, maybe middle 70s if we can get enough sunshine. Here come the clouds ahead of the next weather system that will bring some shower and thunderstorm chances by the time we get to Thursday. But with this front coming through late morning, early afternoon, that's not the right time for thunderstorms to get on the heavier side or the stronger side, at least as it looks like at this point in time. But we do have more storm chances in the forecast. They said part of the weekend would be stormy. That would be Sunday going on into your Monday, going on into your Tuesday. We'll have to keep an eye on some of those storms. They could get on the stronger side. Nothing strong storm about these pictures here. This is from our Northern Lights from last weekend. Thanks, Chris from Marshall, sending us this picture. You're welcome to get your phone out or your device of choice and scan that QR code. That will allow you to upload those photos directly to channel3000.com. We got another one, Dawn, stunning from Waterloo here, this Northern Lights picture from last weekend. And again, that QR code's available for you to upload those weather photos. We'll enjoy showing those photos, of course, when it's safe.
And coming up in sports, headed to the Hall. The honor a former Badger will receive in September. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Everyone's vision needs are unique. At Shopko Optical, our caring team of professionals will work with you to ensure your vision is at its best. Shopko Optical can help you experience every detail, color, and breathtaking sight in clarity.
Tina, the Tina Turner Musical. See her triumphant story and prepare to be ecstatically blown away. Direct from Broadway. Playing June 11th through 16th at Overture Center. Tickets at overture.org.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. When it's time to get out and cultivate your ideal yard, we get you the right products at the right prices. Like Scott's Turf Builder Lawn Food, $49.99 after sale and mail-in rebate. Scott's Turf Builder Triple Action, $76.99 after sale and rebate. Scott's Grub X Season-Long Grub Killer, $24.99 after sale and rebate. Plus, leave the heavy lifting to us. Buy online and pick up your items in our convenient drive-thru in just 1 hour. Only at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Oh, hey. I'm your celebrity spokesperson for Zine, the new way to stream local news, sports, and events from all over the country. But Zine speaks for itself. It doesn't need a celebrity spokesperson to tell you to download Zine. Besides, an ex-teen idol like myself might resort to pandering gimmicks. You're too smart for that. Let's cut to the Zine logo before I do some sexy, overdramatic ending, huh? Zine. Always local, always free.
At
DePaco, your health and happiness are as important to us as your financial well-being. So when retirement is on the horizon, we'll help ensure you're ready for your next adventure, providing you freedom to focus on what truly brings you joy. Well-being is the key to a life worth loving. So when you think about yours, remember that DePaco can help you be well.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses? See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
It's been quite a year for Kirk Penny. He returned to the Badger bench this past season to help out a program that he thrived in as a player. Now the former All-Big Ten first-teamer is headed to the Hall. Penny is set to be enshrined as a member of the 2024 FIBA Hall of Fame class with the likes of Reggie Miller and Peja Stojakovic. Penny represented New Zealand at 2 Olympic Games and 4 FIBA World Cups. He ranks 12th all-time in scoring at the FIBA World Cup with 447 points in just 27 games. Well, it didn't take long for UW Green Bay to find a new head coach. The Phoenix have announced that Doug Gottlieb will be the 10th head coach in the program's history. Yes, that Doug Gottlieb, the Fox Sports radio host. And he has some ties to Wisconsin. His dad, Bob, coached at UW-Milwaukee for a handful of seasons. Doug, though, has no NCAA coaching experience. Tonight, Caitlin Clark will make her WNBA debut when the Indiana Fever tip off their season against the Connecticut Sun. As expected, the game is completely sold out. If you haven't been paying attention, that's what's called the Clark effect. It's the Suns' first sellout in over 2 decades. Clark and the Fever are 8.5-point underdogs.
I mean, I'm excited. I think this is the best way to do it. Just get out there and go for it. You know, it doesn't really feel like my first game. Like, I feel like it's just kind of another basketball game that you prepare for in the same way you always have. Obviously, a little different magnitude, but for me, it's like, this is basketball.
The Packers will unveil their schedule for the upcoming season tomorrow night, and we know a few things. Matt LaFleur's squad will play 9 home games and 8 road games, including a trip to Brazil against the Eagles. The annual 6 division games, plus 4 against the NFC West and 4 games against the AFC South. Now, when it comes to strength of schedule, Green Bay has the 5th toughest slate based on opponent win percentage from 2023. The Cleveland Browns have the toughest. And we're a little over 3 months away from Wisconsin kicking off their 2024 campaign, and the Big Ten Championship has a new home. For the first time in history, it will be on CBS, which means you can watch the Big Ten Championship right here on News 3 Now. Kickoff is set for Saturday, December 7th at 7 o'clock. Ways away, but kind of exciting.
It'll be fun to have it here with however many teams are in the Big Ten now. Can't even count that high. Let's go to Alex, final check.
Sure, get planning for the weekend. 80-degree weather expected. The drier of the 2 days will be Saturday. Could be looking at some thunderstorms as we head towards Sunday evening, and pretty stormy for the early part of next week. All in all, though, those temperatures all are above normal for this time of year, or close to.
All right, Alex, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6. Folks, have a great evening. We'll be back here tonight at 10.